Hey everybody, listen, welcome back to day 4 of a 180 days to kill the line of mediocrity, a LionChaser's journey. See, here it is right there, LionChaser. I want to talk today about a topic that I've learned to live very, very well. And that is the topic of checking boxes. See, I'm a preacher's kid. My dad was a pastor for 30 years. And being a preacher's kid, you learn all the things you're supposed to do. All the things you're supposed to say, all the ways you're supposed to act. And it's all about the supposed to's or have to's. And I've realized as I'm going through this journey and I'm thinking to myself and really self-analyzing and becoming more and more, ask the Lord certainly to help me become more self-aware, that I've got some supposed to's or have to's in my life that really, really, really should be get to's and want to's. Again, you know, I'm focusing on 6 different areas: faith, family, food, fitness, finance, and fulfillment. And so in those 6 areas, I'm realizing, you know, I'm supposed to go to the gym. I talked yesterday about hiring a personal trainer. I'm supposed to work out. I'm supposed to exercise. I'm supposed to eat right. I'm supposed to read my Bible every day. I'm supposed to pray every day. I'm supposed to call my sons, Matthew and Jonah, 2 or 3 times a week, check on them, and call my mom, every night or almost every night. I'm supposed to, whatever it is, right? I'm supposed to do self-development. I'm supposed to do all these things. And there are some things in that list that I absolutely want to do and I get to do, and I'm thankful for that. My faith, reading my Bible every day, had never been up till about a year and a half ago, really a daily discipline. Definitely was not a want to or a get to. I think I never really had a devotional life growing up, was never really something I prioritized in my life. And again, thankful to my friend Sean, who pastors a church in Louisville. I was helping him at that church. He bought, I don't know how many Bibles, bought a ton of Bibles and handed them out, and they're called the Daily Walk Bible. I'll put that link in the chat of this later on, so you can go look at it. But every day, it's just your regular, whatever the daily Bible reading is. But in the season of my life I was at that time, I was like, okay, I can at least do that. And what happened was I was supposed to at that moment. I didn't have to, but I definitely knew I was supposed to. And now I'm telling you what, I struggle if I wake up and Miranda and I do not read our Bible together. I don't struggle, but there's this craving, this desire to do that now. There didn't used to be that. And so when I look at the fitness journey, I'm going to start tomorrow. Again, it's a supposed to. I do believe it's a have to, because I need to feel better in my body, my back, and some different things. I need to get better. So it is a have to a degree. It's not something I'm probably will not skip into the gym with that fitness trainer. It's probably not going to happen. I'm probably not going to run, running and leaping and praising God as I go in, because it's just not in my DNA yet. But notice I said yet, because I know that will come. Self-development is something I love to read. I love to learn. I'm a lifelong learner. I love to do that. What I've noticed about myself is I'm a knower, but up until now, I've not been a doer. I've not been really a person of action. I'm married to a person of action, but I have not been up till now a person of action. And that is changing over this next 180 days. Showing up every day with you guys is part of that, breaking that mindset off. I was telling Miranda a few days ago or whatever, I said, I'm really not a consistent person. She goes, I would argue that point. I think you are a consistent person. She didn't say this, but I said to myself, you're right, I am consistent in some things, but am I being consistent in the things that really move the needle, that really cause forward movement, that really cause transformation, not just in my life? Because folks, here's the beauty of when you transform and I transform, then we can begin to facilitate transformation in the lives around us. And anybody that hangs around me, especially on my team or in the ministry, if I'm talking to people, one of my catchphrases is, we are better together. And I believe that. As a community, listen, when I know that you're struggling with the same thing I'm struggling with, at that point, I don't feel like I'm terminally unique. Right? It's not just me, right? It's that we're all walking through things together. And so all that to say, I'm breaking the mindset of just checking boxes. And the things I do in my life, I want it to be that I get to do those things. And it becomes a craving, it becomes the desire, it becomes a drive, it becomes something that I'm looking forward to doing, understanding that in the moment of implementation, I may not love it, I may not just running, leaping, and praising God again, but that when I am consistent with this, whatever this is, in all the 6 of those areas of my life, like as I grow in consistency, I believe when you see the fruit, right, when you see the outcome of doing the right things, moving in the right direction, you start to get that dopamine hit. You start to get almost becomes a drug, right? And you do it so you can get that feeling. Runners get runner's high, right? People that work out talk about just how wonderful they feel. There's a climactic moment as they're working out that is just like this rush of whatever rushes through the body. I haven't learned that yet, but I'll learn. Okay, I'll learn. But anyway, I just want to encourage you today to be a person of action. Don't check boxes, but do, and it may start out having to do the have-tos. But I believe as we together do the have-tos, they will become get-tos, and they'll become want-tos, and they'll become a habit, and it won't be something we have to think about anymore. It's just who I am. It's just what I do. Jeremy Kleiniger, that's just who I am. That's just what I do. Jeremy Kleiniger goes to work out. Jeremy Kleiniger eats right. Jeremy Kleiniger feeds his faith. Jeremy Kleiniger, loves on his family and honors his family. Jeremy Kleiniger, teaches people about finance and handles his own finances well. Jeremy Kleiniger does self-improvement. Like, that is just who I am. That's just who I am. And I encourage you to begin to adopt that mentality. Listen, Jeremy Kleiniger or whoever you are, like, this is just what I do. I eat right. I exercise. I feed my faith. Whatever those things are. Like, I encourage you to run after that lion today, that daggum lion of mediocrity. Take that daggum stupid thing out. That lion of passivity, take that stupid thing out. I'm calling you up to run this race with me after those daggum lions. Take them out. Listen, I love you guys. Have an awesome day.